We'll either be on DDA or I'll be protesting.
Oh, okay.
I'll become John Love.
Yes, right.
Now, even better, I'll become Larry Lilly.
I am so far.
Do you remember Larry Lilly?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Larry Lilly, 110 clearance.
You represent 12,000 people.
Good things, yeah.
Yeah, the same skill, every,
You know, like, when I have.
Well, I came to all the council meetings back then because it was such a,
Saturday from.
we had Jackie Campbell and, I mean, I came for the entertainment value.
Literally
when he came to the DDA.
all directions.
Oh, yeah.
Nice house they got.
Oh, yeah.
Cars.
I miss it.
So do I.
Everybody
You know,
ending?
Yes.
we're on different ends of
A lot of
the
internal
political
jostling
spectrum,
that goes on there.
but I still,
I know.
I appreciated him.
Oh,
And he
I had
kept
to get it drivable.
very comprehensive notes.
I'm a collision related.
So when they tried to pull crap up here, he'd be like, nope.
is now.
Chris, are we ready? What time?
6:02.
6:02.
I call the meeting to order at 6:02. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Roll call, please.
Cullis,
Yes.
Murphy, McCanny,
Here.
Perkins.
Here.
Turpinning.
Here,
Okay. With four members, we have a quorum, so we can move forward. It's my understanding Mr. Murphy is on his way. Chair would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I so move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Turpinning, second by Perkins. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now, approval of the minutes from October 10th. Kind of a short set of meetings. All we did was open it up. We didn't have a quorum. Oh, no, I take it
That
back.
was-
That's October's meetings.
Right.
I did look at those minutes, and I thought they were good. Any additions or deletions by anybody else?
Nope.
All right, Chair would entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
So moved by Mr. McCanny,
Second.
second by Turpinning. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Statement of purpose. The mission of the Holly Historic District Commission is to safeguard the heritage of the village of Holly by preserving the historic district in the village that reflects the elements of the village's history, architecture, archaeology, engineering, and culture. The goal of the commission's work is to stabilize and improve property values in the historic districts and the surrounding area, foster civic beauty, strengthen the local economy, and to promote the use of historic districts for the education, pleasure, and welfare of the citizens of Holly. Public comment. Members of the public can address the commission once recognized by the chairperson. Comments are limited to a maximum of 4 minutes for items not on the agenda. Commission may extend this time by up to an additional 4 minutes by a majority vote for items on the agenda. Comments may be made after the commission discussion prior to commission vote. Prior to addressing commission members of the public, prior to addressing commission, members of the public shall state their name and address for the record. I skipped that comma, sorry about that. We have nothing under old business. Under new business, we have the application number 2024-003, application for a certificate of appropriateness for 512 East Maple Street. Who will be presenting this tonight? Mr. Rose. You want to flip for it?
No, I can,
Okay, you take the podium, please.
what do you want me to do?
Go to the podium.
Okay.
Start out by announcing or giving us your name and address for the record.
My name is Richard Russell. I live at 512 East Maple Street. And,
Okay, now go ahead and make your presentation.
okay,
Basically tell us about your project.
okay, we're building a detached garage on the backside of the lot. That's actually 2 lots there, but it's a long one. We've already had the Jeremy Watson out. He approved the footings and the size and where we're at and so on. But what we're looking for is your approval on the design and that we conform with all of the values of the historic thing. And I'm a firm believer in that, so it's not something you got to sell me on. I think we've done that. The shape of this is kind of like a small barn. It's the hip roof on it. We're going to have double doors in the front instead of one big door, 2 single ones. And I've been pricing those. They're a little ridiculous. I was talking to Mr. Perkins about it, but the ones that I'm probably going to end up with, the wooden ones were $4,700 apiece, which kind of stopped my heart. I'm going to probably do insulated metal that look like wood, and then they're dark colored, either painted or I buy them that way. But upstairs on either end of the gable, we're going to put a window that's kind of a long window to match what we have on the house. And then we're going to put shutters on those that match the house.
Cool.
That's about it. It's just,
Okay.
I got a question,
yes.
if I may.
Yep, nope, go ahead.
The existing garage door, are you gonna keep that, the one on the house?
No.
You gonna make that go away, or?
I want it to match the ones on the new garage. That's my
But
plan.
the garage itself is staying.
Yes.
Okay.
It's attached to the house. I can't tear it off. And I'm going to make it into my new workshop,
Oh,
actually.
that's what I would do, definitely.
Yeah. But
Anyone
I
else?
want it to all match.
If you would, stay with us for a minute.
Sure.
Just so the board knows, when this came to me, I sent this down to Ron Campbell to have a look at, as we usually do,
Right.
and he sent us back his report. I've spoken to him on it. He did have a couple of questions. The peak of the barn should not be higher than the highest peak of the house. Do we know that we've met
It's not.
that?
It's
Okay.
not. We measured it.
He also was, well, he asked the question, will the existing garage remain? And
Yes.
his question on here, I don't know if you had a chance to see this. Why is there an 8-inch CMU in front of the garage doors?
What?
Does that show up before the driveway?
Yeah, there's no drop there at all.
In the drawing, there's an 8-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this drop, there's an 8, and in this drop, there's a 12.
Right.
In front of the garage doors?
Yeah.
It comes out totally level, and then there's a 3-inch drop down to the road.
Right, okay. So but that was the questions that he had asked.
Yeah.
And the roof one, what's the one that I wanted to ask out
Yep.
of them?
We're not
Wood
even,
clapboard siding?
it'd be just like on the house.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, just to be clear, and we do this because we know we're being taped and people at home, one of the concerns when they ask about the roof is the garage is not supposed to take away from the historical building itself,
Right.
and it can be an addition. So that's one of the concerns, is if you build the garage bigger than the house, all of a sudden it becomes the focal
Yeah,
point.
I can understand
So
that.
that was one of the reasons why that question was there. The other concern that he mentioned in here was that the house met setbacks. Due to the picture, it seemed like it was awful close to the fence. But for our motion, we can make it contingent upon meeting the village's requirements, and that puts it off on,
And we've already done
Jeremy
that,
wants-
honestly.
so, no, I
Jeremy-
mean, it's not an issue for us.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Jeremy was out.
we do those, when we put these together, we typically, in the case like this, we always make it contingent upon something that the
Sure.
village has to require.
Sure, I understand.
Because that's not us. Did anybody else? I don't know if you had a chance to see this report, but Mr.
How far back is the garage from the road?
The garage is going to be flush with the other garage in the
with
house.
the house.
Okay,
Right.
again, of course, there's a tractor behind this drawing.
If you look at the paperwork that
Yeah, I see.
Ron Campbell did, there
Yeah.
was 8,
Yeah, he's got it laid out pretty
9
well.
questions, 10 questions, one didn't pertain. But there are 10 questions, and they all meet the standards for the Secretary of the Interior standard.
Right.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
No, I
Is
think
there
it
a
looked
picture
beautiful.
of the windows or no?
I don't have a picture of the windows, but I'm going
One
to
of
do my...
these pictures, why did I see windows?
That was in the packet.
Those windows were in the drawing from
Oh, they're just.
curtains, but they aren't.
Yeah, but see, this isn't a historic building, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
They don't have to be wood. They can be
Right.
whatever material.
We're going to do our best to match them to the house, but I'm not sure
Right.
what that's going to take.
I apologize, I was at a Dickens meeting, I didn't, yeah.
Okay,
That's all right.
let the record show that, time, please.
6:11.
Let the record show that Mr. Murphy joined us at 6:11. Chris?
Yep, thank you.
All right. If there are no other questions come before the board, I know, Mr. Murphy, you were with us at the last meeting, so you've had a chance to go over the packet. Did you have any questions for this evening?
No.
Okay. If there's no questions, then the chair would would turn to Mr. McCanny. We do things a little differently in these meetings because the motions have to match the Secretary of the Interior standards. Mr. McCanny has a list of those, so he can read right from them.
Okay,
So Mr. McCanny, most of the time, is the one that makes our motions.
okay.
Okay. Because Mr. Campbell's are a bit different than the ones we typically use. I think I can fit it into 9 and 10.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I move the commission issue a notice to proceed for application number 2024-003, 512 East Maple Street. The work is not appropriate. However, the following condition prevails. The new additions, the exterior and alterations and created new constructions shall not destroy historical materials, features, or spatial relationships and characterize of the property. The new work shall be differentiated from the old and will be compatible with historical materials, features, size, scale, proportion, and massing to protect the integrity of the property and its environment. And new additions, that's number 9. Number 10 is new additions adjacent or related new construction will be undertaken in such a manner that if removed in the future, the essential form or integrity of the historical property and its environment will be unimpaired.
So motion to approve based on numbers 9 and 10 of the Secretary of the Interior's regulations.
I second the motion.
It's been made by Mr. McCanny, second by Mr. Turpning. Mr. Rosell, just so you understand, in that reading that you heard, we talked about spatial comparisons. Basically what that meant is the building's unattached.
Okay.
So I know when you hear not appropriate, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, I had thought that sort of meant.
It's
but-
just word for word.
Thank you for the
thing,
clarification.
so that-
Well, but like I say, we stick to the Secretary of the Interior standards. That's what this committee is about.
Okay.
That's our guidelines that we follow, so we do it that way. Is there any other discussion?
Nope, I
None
think it's gonna
appearing.
look beautiful.
Can I get a
Thank
roll
you.
call, please?
Turpinning,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes,
McCanny,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Cullis.
Yes. Motion carries 5-0. Mr.
Thank you.
Rosell,
I appreciate your indulgence.
you're ready to go. I thank you for your patience. We try to get this meeting as quickly as we can. Mr. Turpining's family's doing well. His wife's got a
Yes.
few issues.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to hear that you had a problem.
Well, he almost thought he wasn't going to be here tonight either. He had to take her back to the doctor. Then he called me back and said they just moved the appointment.
The doctor moved the appointment.
Oh.
The doctor moved the appointment, so he was able to make it tonight.
By the way, now that this is behind us, I have my application. I'm going to apply to be on this board. So-
Well, we have 2 empty seats.
we do.
Okay, I'll turn it in tomorrow.
Another one.
No, right now we have 2.
I know, but
Bill
there could be
just
another
said
one.
Kari, and then you could be 3.
I'm done tomorrow.
Wow.
Well, no, you're done the 20th of November.
Correct. He's correct.
Well, the election's tomorrow, but they don't take they're not seated till the 20th of November.
Well, again, thank you all for your indulgence. I
All right.
appreciate it. We'll try to do you proud.
That wraps it up for this meeting. We do have you gotten the book that we put together? Chris, have you received that? Okay. We've got to get that for you. Call me tomorrow when I'm in my office to remind me if you can, so we can get that over to you. We need to get, I had the names for you at the last meeting, we need to get it to those people in Lansing so we can get their approval.
Yep.
And my guess is, we're gonna get it back, and there may be some things they want us to tweak,
Okay,
so we'll have to look at it. All right?
all right.
If there's nothing else to come before this board, time please.
6:16.
We will adjourn the meeting at 6:16.
Okay, thank you.
Kurt, you got a second?
Okay. All set.
Hey, Dick? Dick?
That'd be good. Not the other. Sorry.
So
Wait, is this still on?
You're fine. I just wanted to tell you, specifically Dick, if he's coming up. Ron Campbell's a wonderful resource, and we send things to him. There's a house on College Street across from your building that put a new porch on the front,
Treasurer's towel.
right close to your door. And when they first started that porch,
I know, you're super
they were just
smart.
gonna put like a